Hey guys, what's going on? It's Powerbang here, and we just got done with LP4 Hydra. Kind of coincidental because we just got done watching ClashCon as well with Galadon, who is one of the godfathers of the Lost Phoenix family, doing his presenting thing there, and Spencer $23 as well taking part. And this is their clan. So we ended up going up against these guys, got the perfect war, 3-starred every base. They 2-starred most of ours. I believe they got three 3-stars, and the rest were 2-stars. So if we go ahead and check out their side, obviously 3 stars on every base. Our guys really came to play, and we had some clutch action going on down the stretch with Anthony here coming in to 3-star 2 Town Hall 10 bases in the closing moments of the war. So very, very nice job. Clutch performance to him. And let's go ahead and watch his attack here on their number 1 base. He drops the queen there and then smartly drops a balloon to create his funnel and also get a nice little defense trade there. So, Anthony just drops in his queen. He's doing a walk. He's going to get a minion out with that balloon. So he gets part of the CC taken out. And he's going to go ahead and get the queen for the defense taken out. So locks on right here, takes her out. And I've got it in 2x speed to speed this queen walk along because it takes quite a while to develop. But she's just doing her thing, working her way around the base, taking out defenses. Getting kind of low here. She's going to have to burn that ability, unfortunately. But in goes the king and the golems. They do get to that Inferno Tower quick enough to knock it out before the queen takes too much damage. And at this point, he's got 2 air defenses down. The king's kind of walked down the aisle there where he's at right now. He's going to get the enemy king taken out, and the queen is back up to full health. Those healers are still going strong, and he's just doing a rotational Laloon at this point with 2 hounds going to the first air defense. And notice those balloons kind of just working the ring, man, just working their way through. He's got a rage spell left and a freeze spell left. So he's going to use that freeze as the balloons get in range of this last Inferno Tower, just like so. And now he's got balloons collapsing on the rest of it. He still has 2 hounds up. Quite a bit of health on all those. Might even be 3. No, it just looks like 2. He does have one of them that's broken. So he works his way through. The CC lure finally comes out, but it does go down to like a loon crash or something. But it is taken care of at this point. The last couple defenses go down, and the only thing he has left to worry about now is an air sweeper. He has both heroes up at full health. Completely wrecks the base. Back in balloon comes in to go ahead and clean everything up. And he finishes this raid with about 4 or 5 seconds to spare. Beautiful raid, Anthony, and very, very clutch at that, getting us the perfect war. Right on, and because you were such a stud, we're going to go ahead and watch your second raid as well. These were basically back-to-back, and pretty, they're average level Town Hall 10s. High-level Inferno Towers, the heroes are what's lacking. So, I mean, they need to get to work on the hero leveling up. 16 and 18 here, it looks like. So that's the biggest thing. But he's going to go ahead and just send in the golems here. Look at the spread on that. 4 golems with jump spells there on both sides. And then he's got the 6 golem approach going with the jump spell in the middle. And his goal is just to kind of work his way into the core there with that golem kill squad up the middle. Both heroes go in the middle. The CC lure happens on that upper side with the dragon, the balloon. And he loses his first golem over there pretty quickly, but some wizards finally go ahead and take out that clan castle. But now he's got a really nice wave of wizards. Look at that, working all the way across the base here, and he's just kind of going for the safe 2, and by safe 2, I mean 3. So it wasn't his intention, I don't think, but it was kind of a 2+ style raid. Brings in some wall breakers there on the backside to nicely open up all of those compartments. And that's going to allow his golems to go ahead and beat their way out of the core, hopefully, and get everything done. So the wizard comes in to work that flank. Really nice job there. And then on the bottom, he's got wizards cleaning up. He avoids most of the giant bombs, but he does get caught with one in the center, and he's going to basically rely on his heroes at this point. There's only 3 defenses left, now down to 1, and he still has that queen up at almost full health with her ability left. So this one's in the bag, guys. This is going to be 3 stars for the good guys. Nice work, Anthony, and congrats on the 6-star war. Very clutch, and it did deliver us the perfect war. So big props to you, man. All right, next we got number 4. This is an attack by Neb, it looks like. Neb78 is going to take this one on with a little queen walk. This is a forum-style base. It's symmetrical, and you see that, the arity is really symmetrical. You're going to probably have a quad Tesla in there somewhere, so we'll see what happens. It could be a little tricky in the core because there's a lot of bomb locations. But he's just going to go ahead and walk that queen up the base, doing his thing. We'll go ahead and speed it up a little bit. Now, as she walks up here, she's going to go ahead and take out the elixir storage, pop that gold mine probably, and she's going to get that air defense taken out. Well, then the hound comes out, and he's like, well, he's going to go ahead and take that out with a rage spell. The queen's in rage, the healers are in rage. Nothing's going to be done to that queen. So they get the pups taken out. And at this point, golems come in from the bottom. He's got a really nice spread here. He's working both sides of that with wizards to get that funnel created. Then you're going to see a jump spell go in, and it's going to, after he breaks that initial wall, he's going to be able to get all the way to the core. So there's a jump spell that's going to go down here. It's going to get him access to the queen, access to the core. Really nice work getting that kill squad in there. There's the jump. It opens up the rest of the base pretty much. The queen's still doing her thing, walking up top. And then he drops in a giant for tanking on the backside. And look at this, the surgical deployment of hogs taking out both of those archer towers. And then he sends in on the bottom, while everything's kind of being tanked by his kill squad, he sends in some hogs to take out the rest of these defenses, and then leaves a heal for them in the core so that they converge on that. The kill squad does take out one bomb, and the hogs are going to trigger the other 3 bombs. So they're standing in heal spells the whole time. The second heal goes down, they get those hogs healed right back up to full. He survives the bomb blast. He's going to take out the mortar, and he's going to go ahead and path up to that air sweeper. And because they went ahead and took it out right before they got there, and the heal spell has run out, the hogs do get hit with that last bomb. But that's all right. They survive it. It's no big deal. He's got the wizards and queen. So many troops left over. Just completely smashes the base. Beautiful job, Nev. Swag poison goes down on the CC as well. So nice work. Radio number 7 being taken out by Walter. I really like this attack. This is another Lava Hound in the clan castle, guys. He sends in a single hog to get that easy lure, and then drops some archers down there out of range of all the point defenses, so it's going to be safe. Drops the healer on those couple archers, and that hound is taken out of the fight. So here we go. That hound locks onto the archers. Can't do any damage. The healer heals him up to full, and it's going to stand there for the rest of the fight. So in goes the golems. Down here on the bottom left, and he gets the funnel created. A third golem goes in. He's going to go ahead and drop the wall breakers here. Nicely done. Opens up that compartment, and all 3 golems redirect. So that's perfect. They're out front. He drops his king in behind. He gets a nice little bomb trigger on the entry, so that helps out. And rages up his kill squad here. The wizards one-shot that queen. He gets a double bomb taken out now. Both of those bombs in the entry spot taken out, and then he gets that king into the middle compartment here, and it's just taking everything out. Surgical hogs come in the backside here, and they're going to town. They're doing work. Kill squad hops into the compartment in the bottom, gets another 2 bombs taken out. So at this point, Walter knows he's home free. He's got all 4 bombs triggered, and he's got hogs. So 2 heal spells left to cover about half of the base. That's all you possibly could need. Drops the poison spell there on those skeletons. They're going to evaporate here real shortly. Poof, they're gone. And at this point, he's just trickling in some hogs. We've got 1 more heal spell. He's going to go ahead and share it between them. And so they work their way in, get healed up. Standing in heals the whole time, and the backside's tanked onto that golem. So the hogs finish that up. He still has his queen up, and he's got wizards working the top of the ring there. Beautiful job, Walter. Loved the raid, man. The benefit, guys, of pulling that hound out of the CC, too, means you don't have to deal with it. Check that out. Just chilling down there at the bottom. Distracted the entire raid. So do that if you can find a good spot to anchor outside the base, and also if you can get an easy lure. So there you go. All right, guys, number 14 being taken out by me, Powerbang, yours truly, whatever. So in we go. 2 golems go down. Going to use a third golem here in a very unconventional fashion because I thought I put it down on the field, but instead I slapped down my king. We'll check that out momentarily. So I get the archer queen down in the middle. She's just kind of cleaning everything up. The funnel's created at this point. Test wall breaker goes in. Just out of habit, there's no real spot for traps there, but the wall is opened. King's going in. That was supposed to be the third golem, so that's going to come back to bite me a little bit. Makes this a little bit less than clean, so I forget my third golem for a while until I realize, what the hell, where is it? And at this point, you got the queen taking on that clan castle now. Go ahead. She takes down the balloon number 1. Balloon number 2 goes down. And then she's going to go ahead and in a rage and heal, lock onto the dragon, and go ahead and take it out as well. At this point, I finally am like, oh crap, I didn't get my golem on the field and send that in. So it actually comes in to save the day. The king goes down, doesn't quite reach the queen. If the golem was out front tanking, he probably wouldn't have even been taking damage yet. But, you know, it is what it is. The golem heads past the queen. And at this point, things are locked onto her, and my queen's able to take out his archer queen. In goes the hounds from the bottom right, and at this point, targeted balloons come in, taking out everything. The point here is to come from behind the air sweepers so that they don't mess with my balloons at all due to the fact that they're not in any spells. So they collapse on the wizard tower here and the Tesla. Everything looking good to this point. Another hound kind of delayed coming in. Its goal is to be tanking the Teslas as the loons approach, so I don't lose too many. Perfect job with that. And they approach the final few defenses here. Loons coming in the backside. One for distraction there on that wizard tower, and it looks like I'm going to be able to get that taken out as well. And then the final couple defenses here is an archer tower and the final air defense the loons collapse on. Get the bomb off, and that is that. So we've got one archer taking out that corner builder hut there to save some time, and then clean up troops working the ring, and we're just waiting now for the loons to go ahead and get taking care of the cleanup. Got a really nice split there because everything was kind of simultaneously taken out due to the deployment. So really nice raid there. Worked out anyways, even though I did fat finger the golem deployment a little bit and sent my king instead. So glad it worked out, and it'll end up being 3 stars for the good guys. So next one's going to be an attack by Yo. Awesome little Govalo here. He's going to go ahead and quad quake it as well. Comes in from the upper left side here. He's going to look at all this trash he's got to get through first. So he just starts some wizards off to go ahead and start working his way through it, and then drop some golems in that are timed to get in range of those defenses just before the wizards step up and get in range. So we'll fast forward through some of that. He does open up the wall, and now that those wizards are in tight, he's going to go ahead and send in his heroes. Sorry, I forgot there's a hound in this base. So he sends in more wall breakers here, and his goal is to get into that second compartment. And it looks like they're going to do just that. They overwhelm that queen. She can't take them out fast enough. And as soon as that cannon is down, those golems are going to redirect and get to the core. What I really, really liked in this raid was Yo's patience. This is taking a long time to develop. He still hasn't dropped his heroes. He's trying to protect their hit points as much as possible. But he drops them when that golem finishes up with a cannon, so that hound's going to lead them into the core. And at this point, Valkyries come down before the Dark Elixir storage goes down. That way they go into the core, they lock straight onto that queen, take her out. And at this point, the king uses his ability, a rage spell is dropped in the core, and those troops are going to just murder their way right through the core. Notice the air defenses, guys. All 4 air defenses are going to get taken out by this kill squad. A heal spell goes down, perfectly keeping everything up on the backside there. The queen takes out the 3rd air defense, and at this point, he starts deploying loons a little bit early on that backside. It's still, he still didn't have that air defense down, so he loses a couple of balloons here, but that left side on the bottom is perfect. All of those defense buildings are easily taken out by those loons. The final air defense is down at this point, and he's going to go ahead and get the final few defense buildings taken out. The Expos are both down, and at this point, he's got nothing but ground targeting defenses. So we know this is going to be a 3-star. He does get a couple Seeking Air Mines, unfortunately, but that's going to be that. Wizards to clean up. He still has his Barb King in action. Really, really nice looking raid there from Yo. Loved the patience here, and just kind of waiting for things to develop and making sure that you stuck to the plan. So nice work, man. All right, moving on to the next one. We're going to look at number 19 now. And number 19 was by ABAP Every Day. And this was another Quad Quake Laloon. 16 balloons in this one, but this one was just dominant. Huge compartment there on the upper left, and he drops his golems there, gets the funnel created, and then wall breaks in. Everything redirects. I mean, this is pretty much textbook so far. The wizards step up, take out some point defense even, and then the king and the queen trail behind those golems. The clan castle is targeting the golems, so distraction's working nicely so far. Rage spell goes down, helping those golems get through the wizard tower, the archer towers, and into that air defense. They are broken into golemites. One of them is so. losing his tanks to to a certain degree, but the Queen standing in rage there, just doing a superb job. He's already taken out the first air defense. He's going to get the second one here any second. He gets one of the sweepers down, and now he can come from behind the last sweeper. Now all he has is 3 hounds in his army camp. That's going to be plenty to go ahead and take care of this base. He sends 2 in from different angles to that first air defense, and then targets balloons in perfectly so that they're just going to pass straight in. 1 hound goes into that last air defense, and then again targeting the balloons in. No spells, guys. He's got a quad Tesla to deal with there around that town hall, so that's a little scary. But because of the amount of balloons, it's just not going to matter. Just completely wrecks it. He loses his first hound, or his third hound actually, but it's on that right air defense. And he loses a few balloons because of it, but finally the hounds overtake the position. He gets his last one to pop, and the air defense is down. The last expo is down. The Queen's still up. Hounds or pups everywhere. And all he's going to have to do is do a little bit of traveling to pick up those last few buildings. The Queen locks onto that gold storage. He takes it out, and that is going to be it. 3 stars for the good guys. Nice work, ABAP. All right, guys. Number 20 is the next one. Foss the Boss coming in on this one. I helped him plan this, and we noticed a really cheap way to go ahead and take out a lot of defense buildings with just a few hogs, and as well as negating a double bomb here. Golems go down, and that wizard next to that golem there is going to go ahead and take out the Tesla, and then he's going to send a few hogs in here. And watch the hogs just do some work here. So he gets the funnel created a little early on the wizard deployment on that right side, but he is going to go ahead and get some buildings taken out to create that funnel. But notice those hogs. They take out the double bomb position that's behind those builder huts there in front of that Tesla. That hog that splits off to the right, though, takes out like 3 or 4 defenses by himself. I mean, just doing some serious work. Finally, he's going to go ahead and lure that clan castle. He trails 1 hog there to get that mortar so things don't have to path around out to the outside of the base. The Queen's locked on here, and you're going to see a jump spell go down that's going to get everything into the core. Notice the King has taken no damage so far. He uses his ability, though, to go ahead, hurry up, get onto that Queen, and hop the wall here. And then hogs go in from that backside. Now, notice he gets the air defense and the core taken out, and then the golems walk across the second set of bombs here. So he's negated all 4 bombs in this base, and he's got 3 heal spells. So it's completely done. He misses a little bit with that first heal spell. He's got some hogs on that outer core there, going around the ring, basically. But, that's okay. He drops a poison spell there to kind of slow those skeletons up off him a little bit. Again, little sloppy with that, but he does get them. But he just has so many heal spells that it isn't going to matter, man. There's nothing that he can do. He's got a heal spell waiting. Misses again with that one a little bit. So a little inaccurate with the spells. It's funny is he mentioned that to me, but I did not notice it when I watched it live. But yeah, definitely could have cleaned it up a little bit on the spell deployment, but it didn't matter. The raid was overpowering. It was dominant, and awesome plan there to get all 4 bombs negated with that kill squad, making it super, super easy on your hogs to the point to where you could miss a few heals and still end up overkilling the base. So really nice job to Foss there. All right, guys, let's look at 2 more. This is going to be an attack by Maddie on number 24. Maddie with a 6-star war as well. Nice job to him. And you're going to see a quad quake come down, I believe, in the middle here, and check out all of that opens up. All 4 air defenses here are open, and it depends on which side he wants to come into the base. So he's going to couple a quad quake with a jump spell here. So we'll just kind of fast forward through the entry. 3 golems go down, and he's just going to basically shove those golems into the compartment there that's completely open. So rage spell goes down. He's going to rage up his queen, his wizards. The clan castle gets taken care of. The enemy queen's taken care of. Enemy king is taken care of. I mean, just completely ridiculously raping this base right now. So beautiful job from the kill squad there. The golems head in. They're going to lock on to that 3rd air defense now, and as long as golems are locked on to the air defense, you know it's going down. He's got 2 hounds. They come into that last air defense up on the top, and as the golems split apart here, they take out that 3rd air defense. 1 hound does break, but I mean, just look at all the balloons here, guys. There's just a couple defense buildings that can, do any damage, and it's going to be those wizard towers. Everything looking good so far. The Tesla's taken out. He's got a sweeper to contend with, and that's really the only thing that's going to cause him any grief is that sweeper, but he still has 1 unbroken hound out in front, and at this point, he's just going to go ahead and tank that wizard tower with the hound. So it stays off his balloons for the most part. He does lose a couple, but other than that, beautiful raid. Nice job, Matty. I really like the plan there, coupling the quad quake with the jump spell. So really nice thought there. Queen's, circling the ring, getting that trash cleaned up, and that is that. All right, next one, last one. Steve-O on number 25. This is one of the first attacks of the war. Absolutely takes this base apart. Now this is one of our lower guys. I believe this is our lowest. He's going to bring the quad quake. He's got kind of a hybrid army here. It's like a Goho Wee Wee. He's got 5 witches, 8 wizards, and he's also got 11 hogs there for the back end. So the first thing he's going to do is start with the queen walk and drop 1 wizard there to create the funnel. And then the queen's going to walk to the east, taking out defense buildings as she goes. And notice he's got this hogs coming in from the bottom right. He drops 2 hogs, gets a building taken out, and a really nice job there. He's got a whole ton of wizards, and they're getting this funnel created really cheaply, and he's going to go ahead and get his golems down as well. Now, the queen's still walking around the base. He drops in 5 witches, and they're going to just start going to town here, those skeletons are. So another golem comes in, opens up the wall at this point, and now he's got that huge funnel created, and then the king's going to go in as well. Queen on queen action there. Queen takes her out. We've got some king on king action. It's madness. Triple team going on here. All kinds of witches. Then the quad quake goes down on the core, opens up the rest of the base, and incoming CC. Rage spell's going to go down, and everything is just going bonkers. CC's taken out instantly, and then that's going to be, I mean, you can see where this is going. He still has hogs in the bag. He's going to trickle them in on the backside there, just taking out those defense buildings that were missed by the kill squad, and just, beautiful job. Everything else is just getting wrecked. He's got healers up. He's got both of his heroes at full health. He's got wizards. He's got a heal spell for the back half of this raid. And at this point, you see the archer towers are tanked now by that Barb King. So he starts trickling in some hogs. Everything's focused and being tanked now. The hogs are heading in that top side, and they're going to go ahead and take out those defenses beautifully. And the final group of hogs is heading up the left side here, taking out all of those defense buildings pretty much unchallenged just due to the fact they're being tanked by everything else. Wonderful raid, Steve-O. Really, really like this one. Love the plan. Swag poison goes down on the clan castle, and that will put an exclamation mark on the war, guys. So WHF comes out victorious with the perfect war against Lost Phoenix. Good game to LP4 Hydra. Best of luck to you guys in the future. Hopefully you guys were able to learn a few things from the war and put that in your toolbox moving forward. But for now, guys, this is Powerbang signing out till next time. Take care.